Good evening, everyone. It's Dakota from Everyday Life. How is everybody doing? Glad to see you tonight. I hope you're keeping warm. It's freezing here in Pennsylvania, and we have a snowstorm coming. And I like the snow, but I don't like to drive in it. Today, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about a little bit about Diddy, a little bit about Nicki Minaj, a little bit about Meghan Markle, and a little bit about Donald Trump eating Mega's face. Yes, you know the saying when the sneak attack comes and the leopard just comes at you like, oh, I know the leopard's not going to touch me, but he jumps at you and eats your face off. That's what you call the leopard eating your face. But I just want to say that please be astute because the name of my channel is Everyday Life with Dakota. But I am going to be changing it to Dakota's Den. I'm going to do that slowly so everybody can get acclimated. So I'm going to be changing my name to Dakota's Den. Okay, but that's to come. Okay, so we're going to start off, I guess, with Diddy. As we all know, Diddy is in his holding cell and he will not be getting out until his trial, which is going to be May of this year. Not next year. We used to say May of next year, May of this year. So that's it. Diddy's in a cell. He's not coming out. He's not eating. He's looking bad. Everything that can be expected of Diddy. So now there's a movie coming out, a documentary coming out on Diddy. Okay, there was one initially made called Surviving Diddy, but that was before so many other claims and issues and lawyer fights and everything came out. So there's a documentary coming out, and Diddy's bodyguard, one of Diddy's old bodyguards, he speaks. He says that okay, Diddy's bodyguard, intern, and producer speaks out in New Peacock dot trailer. Okay, in the trailer of the documentary. I don't want to be around Diddy unless there are cameras. So he said that he didn't want to be around Diddy unless there were cameras. He writes, honestly, I did not want to be around him unless there were cameras. One of the people in Sean Diddy's inner circle said, in the trailer of Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. The 90-minute documentary special will premiere on Peacock January 14th this year, promising to provide crucial insight into the forces that shaped Combs and made him the monster that he is today. So we will be able to find out what made Diddy the monster he is today, if you're interested. Personally, I'm not interested, but some people are. So that's the little story on Diddy. Okay, Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. Now we have Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is being sued. What is wrong with Hollywood? All they do is sue, sue, sue. If you're a lawyer, you best move to Hollywood because there's a lot of jobs there and a lot of good paying jobs too. Okay, so Nicki Minaj is being sued. Okay, let's see what she's being sued for. Okay, a complaint was filed in February, January 3rd. That was yesterday. Okay. So, yesterday in the Los Angeles Superior Court, Brandon Jarrett, Brandon Jarrett, who claims he was working as a day to day manager for Nicki Minaj for her Pink Friday tour. So, she must be on tour, and the tour is called Pink Friday. He alleges that she hit him several times at a Detroit Little Caesars Arena on April 21st after one of her shows. Nicki Minaj's lawyer, Bernstein, told TMC, at this time, no complaint has been served upon Miss Petty. That's her married name, Miss Petty. Well, it was just filed yesterday, so I guess that's what he's talking about. And therefore, we are unaware of specific allegations. However, If the lawsuit is as reported by TMC, it is completely false and frivolous. So they're throwing TMC under the bus. TMC is hardly ever wrong. Hardly. We are confident that the matter brought by this ex assistant will be resolved swiftly in Mrs. Petty's favor. So I also heard that what Nikki did to the guy, this is alleged, everything is alleged. She hit him in the head somewhere that made his hat fall off, and she kind of slapped his arm or something and made his papers fly all over the place. So that's what Nicki Minaj's lawsuit is for. She reminds me of what's the model that's going around beating up all of her servants and maids? The tall model, right? Naomi. She reminds me of Naomi Campbell, just being a diva, I guess. It comes with the territory. Okay, and that's it for Nicki Minaj. And now we have Meghan Markle, the boring couple. Well, Meghan Markle is going to have a Netflix special and it's going to be a cooking show. And the trailer has come out. The trailer has come out. And turns out that it's a hit. Well, at least the trailer is a hit. The trailer is a hit. It got millions of views. Millions. That's big. And, it was just a simple cooking show. Just cooking. Cooking, smiling, talking with people. Just cooking. So, I guess there's something to be said for cooking because cooking is fun, especially when the food is good and the company is good, and you have a glass of wine, and maybe Megan might be onto something. Cooking is good, especially like on a Sunday when you're not doing anything. And sometimes I like to watch cooking shows and take recipes down and whatever. So maybe she's onto something. Good for Megan, because most of the time, she acts a little aloof. Like she might be a little confused or she I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but maybe this is just what Megan needs, a hobby, something to keep her busy and feed her family well. Okay, good for you, Megan. Good for you. I'm happy that you got that Netflix special. Okay, now of course there are naysayers about Megan, right? People are saying that her show is admirable but out of place because we have Americans here that can't even afford to buy food. We can't even afford to go to the gas station. We have to choose between food and medicine, and yet you're on Netflix smiling, making a cooking show. That's what some naysayer said. But to me, that's ludicrous because there's millions of other cooking shows. Iron Chef, YouTube is full of them. And it's not bothering anybody. So let Megan cook her food. It's not bothering anybody. And whoever has something to say about it, probably just jealous people. So shout out to Megan. Just don't pay the haters any attention. Just have fun and find yourself some hobbies because I think that would be good for you. Okay, and remember, Megan, just if you're watching this show, remember your enemies are your master teachers. Remember that phrase. Okay, they teach you what you need to know and they teach you what you don't need to know. Like I tell my son, listen and learn, grasshopper. So that's the celebrity, just a little bit. Because, the main people who are in the news with, I'm not going to say the name today, begins with a J. I'm not saying it today, but we're just in a holding, with lawyers fighting like cats and waiting for the dates to come. So let's just leave them be right now because we have more important things to talk about. And that would be the president elect. I am not laughing because there is absolutely nothing funny about the story. I wonder if things would have been different if Kamala had won. I wonder if people would be getting their faces eaten, even though he hasn't taken office yet. He has 2 more weeks. But Trump voters would like a do over. Trump's voters would like a do-over. After all of that ranting and raving and Latino hating and fighting and biting, and after all, Kamala is just dumb and trash, and after all of that nonsense, now they want a do-over. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even going to say it because I have a clip to show you that's going to sum it up. So don't go anywhere. You want to see this Don Lemon clip. Okay? So Trump supporters, they want to do over because the leopards are eating their face. I don't know if anybody ever watched the show, The Midas Touch, but the guy is always saying the leopards are eating your face. Okay, so the leopards are eating their faces because and because he hasn't even taken office yet. He's not even president yet. He's not president. Musk is not president, and the mega they're already getting. Let me relax. They're already getting their faces eaten. Okay, so promises were made on the campaign trail. Promises were made between Donald Trump and his running mate, Elon Musk, with his 250 million campaign contributions. So Musk can say whatever he wants to say. Okay. And the two of them are not even in office yet. Okay. So my thought is, remember how like the Latinos thought that all of them wouldn't be deported. They thought that the only one Latinos that were going to be deported, are the ones that maybe came over the wall, under the wall, around the wall, stowaways or whatever. The Mexicans who were here already and working and not bothering anyone, they thought they were going to stay. But Tom Hosen, the border czar, has already said January 20th, January 21st, we will see you, and we are going to start in Chicago, Chicago. So they're really stressed out about that. But they thought that only the criminals and the really undocumented immigrants were going to be deported, but that's not the case. They're even denaturalizing people, so it's going to really be ugly. You're probably going to see a lot of constable cars driving around, especially the areas where the Latinos may live. Okay. So, my question is, who's going to take the jobs? Who's going to take the jobs that the Latinos are taking? Are doing. The other day, I had someone come in and put in a countertop, and they were Latinos, and they did a great job. No harassment, no bothersome, no, can I use the bathroom? Can I have a glass of water? Just nothing. They just work, they get it done, and they get out. Love it. Okay, I had that put in. Then the other day, I had backsplash put in. I don't know if you guys saw a video where my kitchen was in the back, and it was like, oh, there's no backsplash. That's because I'm working. So who's going to take those jobs? These are labor jobs. Now, I don't see white men taking those jobs. I don't see black men taking those jobs. So who is going to take those jobs? I don't know. It's yet to be seen. It's a mystery. I don't know. They maybe either they haven't thought that far or they just don't give a damn. And I would put my money on the latter. Okay. And like I said, I don't report Republican. I don't report Democrat. I'm just reporting the news. And damn it, this is news because we're all suffering. We're all suffering financially. I in January I always get a cost of living increase at my job, but what the heck? My taxes went up and my home insurance went up. So basically, I'm in a negative now. Maybe YouTube will get me out of that hole. I hope so. So you guys who are listening, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you're enjoying the video because I am certainly enjoying telling you all of this stuff. Okay, so Okay, so now we know that Trump and Musk and Tom Hossein are going to get rid of the immigrants. But check this out. They're going to get rid of one group of immigrants, but they're going to bring in another group of immigrants, specifically from India, to do it's supposed to be the highly skilled, highly tech skilled jobs. And the reason they're supposed to be doing this is, quote unquote, Elon Musk said, and I'm not using this word in shame. I know it's politically incorrect, but I just want you to get the gist of it. Elon Musk has said that for these special tech jobs in America, Americans are too retarded to do the jobs, so we have to bring in foreigners under an H-1B visa program. So basically, we're too stupid to do the jobs. Latinos are going to be gone, they're going to be deported, and new immigrants are going to be coming in. Now, if that ain't some okey doke crap, I don't know what is. That ought to be illegal. How are they managing that? We're getting rid of a group of immigrants, but we're going to let another group come on in and give them some papers. I don't know how they're able to get away with that, but we'll see what's going to happen. So the Republicans are going to get rid of one group and bring in another. Now, this is funny as I don't know what. Okay, so all adults who are megas, okay, now I know that we all have brains. I know that a lot of you have the cognitive ability to think and to read the room. I know it. I feel it. I know it. Yet, somehow, you let Trump bamboozle you into voting him into office. Uh, I can't figure that out. I swear to God, because we all know politicians, right? Politicians, their job is to secure their future and to secure the future of their children. Their jobs is not to take care of you. And I mean, I know in theory it's supposed to be to take care of you, but in reality, we know politicians, they say one thing and they do another. And we all know it. We all know it. It's called reading the room. It's called reading the politician. It's called reading the policy, reading America. We all know it. But for somehow, Mega missed the boat. So this is what Don Lemon has to say about it. It is crazy. Let's.
Some farmers say without these workers, they have about 2 days that they can run their farms. And then after that, it's over. Oh my gosh, I love this. Now you're finding out, you dumb fucking idiots. Now you're just figuring this shit out. You're so fucking stupid and you deserve it. You fucking deserve it because you're so dumb. Jim, it's hypocrisy. So go with me here. Yes, I am gloating over your stupidity and how you were taken. I'm cracking, I'm cackling in Kamala, in Shanta. You've been co-opted because you're in a fucking cult and you don't even realize it because you have stupid MAGA brain. Some farmers say without these workers, they have about 2 days that they can run their farms. And then after that, it's over. Oh my gosh, I love this. Now you're finding out, you dumb fucking idiots. Now you're just figuring this shit out. You're so fucking stupid and you deserve it. You fucking deserve it because you're so dumb. Jim, it's hypocrisy. So go with me here. Yes, I am gloating over your stupidity and how you were taken. I'm cracking, I'm cackling in Kamala, in Shanta. You've been co-opted because you're in a fucking cult and you don't even realize it because you have stupid MAGA brain.
Well, if that's not saying I told you so, nothing is. And then we have Ring. What is this guy? Oh no, that's Don Lemon. We have no, that's Nicki Minaj and her group. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, yeah, this guy. He's from Ring of Ring of Fire Farmers, and he's just simply, I mean, he's not gloating like Don Lemon, but he's just letting you know what's going to happen to farmers once the immigrants are deported. Okay, so let's see what he has to say.
There is nobody in Donald Trump's ear right now that has any amount of power telling him don't do the mass deportations, and even if there were, he wouldn't listen to him anyway. So these fears that these farmers have are based on a big if. If Trump does this, this is what will happen. But it's not an if, it's a when. So I wanted to make sure that everybody understands that before I tell you what these farmers are saying. First and foremost, they're telling us many of the farms are going to go under. They will have fruits and vegetables dying in the fields because without these workers, they won't have anybody to tend to the farms. So right off the bat, massive bankruptcies and shutting down of farms.
And do you know how high that is going to make the prices of produce for us? And a lemon is going to cost $10. I mean, it's not just Mega that's going to suffer. It's not just the Latinos that's going to suffer. All of us, all of us are going to suffer. We're all going to end up in the soup line. We're all going to end up going to the pantries on the corners of every neighborhood just to get fruits and vegetables if they're even open. Let's continue.
The few that do remain open will be able to produce less than they produce now, which means two things. With less supply but demand staying the same, basic macroeconomics, the prices are going to go up. So everybody that's been talking about how horrible the price of goods are in this country, the price of groceries, guess what? They're about to get worse, and they are bad now. I'm not trying to downplay that. I'm not trying to downplay anybody's economic struggles. Those are real, and they're about to get so much worse for you. The other thing, scarcity. Another basic economic principle. More demand than supply increases the price.
It does. The same thing happened with the housing market during COVID because the real estate was my side hustle. So many people wanted houses, but there were no houses for me to show them. Let's continue.
The increase in price will reduce the number of people willing to purchase that good.
Yeah.
However, the demand may still be so high that we then enter a period of scarcity,
Yeah.
where every time a new truck rolls into a grocery store with food, people are lined up at the door to run in there like it's a Black Friday from the year 2000 to snatch up a Tickle Me Elmo, but instead, they're fighting over lettuce, they're fighting over potatoes. Again, this is not coming from me, this is coming from the people that produce our food. They're telling us that there will not be enough to go around anymore if and when Trump goes through with his mass deportation plans. So we will pay more for everything if you're even able to purchase it. We could see a real life food shortage in the United States. Think about that for a second, folks.
He said it. That's something to think about. And that is real. And the sad part about that is There's no need for it. There's no need for it. Just let the immigrants, the ones who can stay, just they serve a purpose. We all serve a purpose. Just let them stay. Oh my goodness. So, oh my God. I mean, that's all I have for today, but that's enough. It's scary. It's really scary. I was in a market today. It was one of the high end markets, and the eggs were $9. $9. I said, no, I'm not going to buy these eggs. So I got the other stuff that I wanted, and I left that market, and then I went to one of the outlet markets. I can't remember the name of it, and the eggs there were $3.99. But I didn't even get those eggs because those kind of markets, the food, sometimes the eggs and milk, they smell funny, they go bad faster. So what's the point? You wasting your money. So guess what I did? I went to a third market, just like a regular market, and I found a price in the middle. I think it was like 5.29, which is a lot. So I got the eggs for 5.29. So we're gonna have to share egg. We're gonna have to share eggs around here. I don't know. So, everybody, that's my show for today. So, just like I said I was going to do yesterday, I said that I was going to do some politics and then some celebrity stuff, and then I was going to talk about politics. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that better than just talking about damn Diddy and what he done did? Now we have an equal balance. We talk about some silly celebrity stuff, and then we talk about real life stuff. So this way, I'm going to make you guys well rounded. And as you see, I put my name up here, Dakota's Den. So I'm going to change from Everyday Life with Dakota to Dakota's Den, but I'm going to do it slowly over like a week or two so you guys can get acclimated to it. So thank you guys for coming and listening to my show. I hope you enjoyed it because I sure had a good time giving you the information. So please share, subscribe. I would appreciate if you would subscribe and give me a thumbs up because I'm trying to grow. I have 437 subscribers. I got serious on YouTube about 2 months ago. So if I could just get to 1,000, there's a lot more I could do. I could go live and get more subscribers, blah, blah, blah. So you guys have a great night, and I hope you enjoyed the show because I certainly did. Okay, bye.